This is a run out on the Haibike S-Duro with the Yamaha PQ motor. I've had it for about a week now. Done a few 100 kilometres. Been on a long trip, about 50 kilometres there and 50 kilometres back. Turn the power on. I got it on Bikester from Germany, and it was here in a week. I just had a little problem with the brake. Had a leak on the hydraulic fluid, but I put a new insert and olive on it. Very small copper spare. That's good to carry. You just trim off the end of the pipe, put the new one on, and you've got to bleed it. I won't go into that now. Let's go. When I was buying it, I just wanted to see, it and how it went, and no sort of fancy music photo collage. There's a lot of German ones of that. Couldn't see any English. Really, just sort of simply trying the Haibike SD-Duro 2.7. There's a lot of Haibike models. Took that camera up. Fresh this morning, here in Spain. When I get back on this, I always use my forefinger and it's not there. I have to change that now. Because it's a SRAM gearbox, really, SRAM gears, and that works just with your thumb. Push there and push there. Change that. Push with your thumb, push with your thumb. On the cue, it's Shimano, so it's push with your thumb and pull with your forefinger. I'm in medium power mode now. Let's put it in full power, shall we? Oh yes. Of course, here in Europe the power comes on to 25 kilometers an hour, and then it leaves you a bit. It would be nice a bit more well, I am. Whole new road surface. Banked. Isn't that lovely? I think we've got some bad weather coming. I've seen 50 knot winds in 2 days' time. Is that better? Got through that roadworks there. A bit touchy on your video in Spain, some people, so turned it off. Pulling well up here. On a normal bike, this would be quite tough, but quite hard. But on an e-bike, it isn't. This has got a bit more power than the Cube that I've got, so it's pulling better now. It's got more torque. Not much. They're very similar, really. 27.5 wheels. Now, just getting up to the crest here, this is where I can hit about 50 kilometers an hour downhill without pedal. Right, I'm in top gear now, nice and long. not quite as long as the Cube. We're doing 40, 41, 43. Right, in the bike lane now. Good bike lanes in Spain. Not always in good condition, but they're there. They had to cut the weeds down. It's had a lot of weeds down here, so they have trimmed them. Put some diesel down, oil. Yeah, I think they have. That'll prevent them coming back. Don't need turbo anymore. This is a good solid bike. Very well known high bike frame. That curved crossbar. This is the local cafe. I'll have to come out in the morning and have a little ride. I'll go right in. Local cafe in Spain. About, what's the time? 9:45 in the morning. The sun's trying to come through. Will be sunny later. Quite fresh though. So this is all I need to get about on. The bike, e-bike, yeah. Helmet, gloves, and glasses. Anyway, let's go over a few things. Been on a 100-kilometre round trip this week. I put the these rings were on top here. It was a bit low and I didn't feel comfortable, so I loosened all that off. You take that out, take the handlebars off, and then I put the rings down here below. There's 3. Easy really, but make sure you tighten it up well. And not too tight, the top one. So you can see the shocks, how far they've been used there. Never bottomed out. The SRAM gears. I'm not sure if I prefer SRAM to Shimano that I've had. Everything I've had is Shimano up to now. Maybe if I lubricate the chain a bit. It was lubricated when it came, so I didn't lubricate it, but it might make it smoother. It just not quite smooth, I'd say. It's the Shimano. It's not the X1 I've got, it's got one below that. I put this seat post on. Got it on Amazon. It's a Suntour, very solid. You adjust it at the bottom. Nothing can go in it. If you've got a cable or anything in the tube for a down post, a dropper, it won't go in because it's not hollow, it's got the spring in it. But I bought that for the Cube and luckily it fits. It didn't fit the Cube. We've got less than a half, well, about less than a millimetre difference, and it wouldn't fit. This is 31.6, the other one is 30.7. Be careful of that. Had to bleed the brake, had a leak here. I put a new nozzle on the end, cut the tube, filled the reservoir and bled it. All fine now. Some people say they don't like the Yamaha panel, but it's all the same as the Bosch panel. I think the Bosch might be a bit clearer, but you've got range, your total mileage, etc. The time. This keeps the time on display even when it's turned off. put this USB LED light on. Good light that was on Amazon. Gracias. Americano. Oh. Good brakes. Tektro. Fine. It's a 70 Newton meter PQ motor. Was it PW? Yamaha. Works with a bit more cadence than. So now leaving that place and going a bit more down to the town. Got this good bike lane. Do this route probably sometimes every day. Bike lanes are good in Spain. Well, here in Spain.